You guys who've been watching my content lately, you know we've been doing something called Solo to Celestial. This is the best content you can find in the Marvel Rivals YouTube, or I guess after other great pieces of content, such as reacting to the #1 player, and of course, watching Marvel Rivals TikToks. It's pretty hard to reach that level of high-level content nowadays. So sadly, we can't really hold a candle to the goats like that. But I digress. Because of recent changes to their moderation, we can no longer make Solo to Celestial content. As you guys saw, I get a Smurf warning. It says you're not allowed to keep playing. If you keep playing Smurfing, we're gonna punish you, we're gonna hit you, we're gonna send you to the camps, hit you over the fingers. This guy received the same warning, and he received a season ban, suspended from participating in competitive mode until end of the season, and a rank reset for that season, because he kept playing through the warning. What's special with this guy is that allegedly, it's not a Smurf. This guy was a Celestial player who didn't play for 2 seasons. He deranked from Celestial to Diamond and then to Gold. And then he started playing again. He came back. He was like, damn, Season 3 looks good. And after the warning, they banned him. They said, you're Smurfing? You're not allowed to do that. You fucking Smurf. He got the spam report. They said, no, you can't do that. And we had some people on Discord, on my Discord, discord.gg/ottr, link in the description, best Discord in the world. Just confirm the story here a little bit. Obviously, we don't know if it's his only account. We'd have to assume so because it says that. You never know on Reddit, right? But that's incredible. So not only, so it seems like they're automating this, or like the way they measure it is just not working. But this basically means you're not allowed to be a low, like you're not allowed to be in low elo anymore. If I somehow, for some reason, find myself in bronze, I will get banned. It's really weird. And then at the same time, because we played like a lot of top 500 now, we're doing the top 500 grind, trying to get top 50 solo queue. And what I've noticed is a lot of people are smurfing all over the place. People are going, this is my second account, this is my third account. Because they play under main, they get like a spot at top 500 they like with their stack, and then they go play solo queue on a smurf. But it's like, they actually... The peak, like, oh, it's so annoying, man. It's like the worst possible implementation of what they're doing. I'm pretty sure it's the only game I know of that punishes people for being Smurfs ever. And then they do it in such a terrible way. You tell me that you can you tell me you can be inactive. That's the crime you did. You didn't play the game for 2 seasons. You come back and then you just punish you. I mean, the warning I got was like, oh, you're Smurfing. Stop doing that. How do I stop smurfing? How do you even stop smurfing, chat? Someone explain that to me. I need to know. Because like, how do you stop fucking smurfing? Also, I know it's light mode. I don't have a... Can I make it dark mode? Here we go. Maybe chat pops up out of nowhere. They need to... It's about direction of entities with the right more players, especially content creators away. I don't think you understand how many people make smurfs. I don't know how many people play Marvel Rivals. I can tell you a decent amount probably do smurf. But I've always felt like it's so silly to... called something smurfing, because at the end of the day, it's not actually smurf. Like, no, everyone is smurfing. You know, I've said this before. The ideal solution in a system like this is placements. And then if somebody does play their placements, which is you have to play 10 games, so depending on how you're doing those, you get a rank. And it's usually like a top cap and a bottom cap. If you want to get a bronze account when there are placements, you need to throw 10 games in a row and play like dog shit. Without getting banned. The thing is, griefing a game and placing in bronze, it's an actionable offense that can get you on that. They don't need to get you on smurfing, they can get you on griefing. You can't get somebody for smurfing, which is also a very loose concept. In this case, it just means being an alt account at a lower elo, which is everyone. But the problem is, right, I've said this before, and I want to have this like said in a video, when you start a ranked journey, you're probably not a bronze level player, right? If we just imagine just Joe Schmo average guy, he loves Marvel, he watched every Marvel movie, he loves Star-Lord, he's pretty cool, right? Listens to the music, Cowabunga, whatever. I don't watch the movies, so I don't care for them. Then he's been playing quick play for a little bit. He's been playing a lot of Star-Lord, watched a little bit of ottr content, maybe joined the dojo. He knows a little bit more than the average player. He's certainly not a bronze player. But when he jumps in game, wow, he is in bronze. And he does the equivalent of smurfing Because now, Joe Schmo 24/5/7 will breeze through bronze. He will breeze through silver. Maybe bad example. He's probably, you'd have to be a little bit higher in gold to do that. Let's say it's a platinum. He'll breeze through maybe even gold. He is doing the equivalent of smurfing, but he's not actually smurfing. I wonder if that's actionable. I don't know. But that's the average experience, because netties and anyone who thought about this for more than 5 seconds realizes that when a player hits the rank that they do deserve, all of a sudden they're not going to play anymore. You can look in top 500, literally the example I mentioned previously. You have people that get the rank they want, top 100, top 1 or whatever. They stop playing. They go on an alt account. They go on a smurf and they just keep playing on that instead. Because they've gotten like the novelty or whatever. They don't want to push it farther. They know they can't get farther, or they don't want to risk it. And that's kind of the problem for me with the whole system they have now is, well, so first off, the moderation is all over the place. It seems like they punish people who aren't even smurfing in the first place. They're not punishing people who are smurfing. And when the solution should be to do placements, but they don't do placements, again, because they want everyone to get that feeling of grinding up the ladder, stomping everyone, doing the equivalent of smurfing themselves. But if and they know that as soon as they get to that rank, they're just gonna quit the game. They go play something else. They go on a new account. Well, that they probably want. They'll get higher install amount. IMO, instead of punishing a smurf, why don't I give them a rank point boost, throw them into a higher rank instantly? Somebody suggested that on the Reddit. It's actually in the comments or somewhere. The problem is, okay, by the way, here's, if you guys didn't trust this guy. Oh, shit. I want to pull this one up. He was Celestial 2 and then the D rank. That's insane. Or, sorry. It was Celestial 2 in February, the 19th. And then he D ranked. This is the first game he played. In Silver 1. No, these are two problems. These are two problems with the current system. I'm not comparing them. Somebody suggested, or what you said, the problem is, like, somebody said, oh yeah, push them up to one above all. Yeah, let's ruin one above all lobbies and give people random pushes up there. Like, that doesn't really work either. We just need, the solution is right there. Just give us placements. It would actually make my situation better, because I want to learn, when I do my grinds, I want to take a hero, and learn the hero, master the hero, take them to a rank, usually Celestial, and then I'm done. To solely queue to Celestial, you need a lot of skill, game sense, hero knowledge, and whatever. You need to be able to, and when you're doing it only on a specific hero, you're going to be able to play into your own counters and difficult matchups. And it really builds that depth when you do it for a real long period of time. The problem is, obviously, I start in bronze. In some cases, I've actually struggled in bronze, because bronze is pretty difficult with a lot of smurfs in it. Also because sometimes I don't really know how to play the hero. And when you have a placements, that would help me, because I would get placed in the rank I belong in. Maybe I'm just a platinum magic player, right? Put me in platinum. I don't have to go for bronze. Just put me in platinum. It saves me time on my speedruns anyways. And it'd be aptly tuning the difficulty of the challenge as I progress as a player. So for somebody like me, I don't mind placements. I actually would prefer it. I know people people who want to be in bronze don't like it. People who want free games in bronze when they're not really that good don't like it. People who actually want to smurf maliciously, because I would argue what I'm doing is ethical smurfing, if you would call it smurfing even. People playing Black Panther, going to gold, and then starting over and talking shit to the enemy team the whole time. That's not ethical smurfing. That's almost terrorism. Yes, a normal rank system with placements will be good. What about rank system like Counter-Strike where they calculate the rank? I don't know how Counter-Strike's rank system works, so I can't comment on that. But I mean, yeah, sure, if they calculate your rank. I think performance-based, I always thought like performance-based games are weird to begin with. I think they should have just had, just literally the two things they need to do, I think, to make rank really good is remove the performance-based games to begin with. We don't need them. They're worthless. Remove EOMM, however it works, because there's just certain patterns that keep coming back. I don't know what's up with that. The 1-5 is common for me. We had it on our main today. There's a 50-50, there's a 1-5s, and there's some other weird ones, but the 1 and 5 is super obvious, the 50-50 is super obvious. I hate them. But the other changes you need to make is, again, add placements. So you don't have like a bronze. We just have, like, when you reset the ranks too, you end up just putting, you stop doing resets as well. Don't reset every other month. Like, everyone will be forced back into bronze. What do you mean people are going to get banned for smurfing in the future because they didn't play the game? add placements, and then, in my opinion, remove the performance-based gains. I don't know what made them heavier, because performance-based gains are stupid. Because there's still a ton of things, especially as a tank, that cannot be calculated by your stats. Additionally, I think it's probably like weird with smurfs as well, because if you want to smurf, you can just like throw harder or something. You know what I mean? Just remove that and add wins, like over/under, +25 for win and -25 for loss, something like that. And then what you could add, if you want to like make people that are clearly better than rank climb up, is you add win streaks. So, and this I think is how Counter-Strike used to do it, or how to do it, where let's say I win 5 games in a row and I'm a diamond player, diamond 3. Clearly, I'm a little bit better than diamond. Start putting me in diamond 1 lobbies or something, right? Like, put me in a win streak. It's not even win streaks technically, but as I keep having a win streak, put me in more difficult and difficult lobbies, and then make me make more points to make up the difference. Like, let's say I'm winning 5 games in a row. I think this is like Counter-Strike used to do it. Literally just do it. So if I win 5 games in a row in diamond, test me against GM players. Put me in a GM game or something, right? We can fine-tune the numbers. But put me right in like a higher tier, and then if I win, because if I'm a diamond player and I win against GMs, there's a 300-point difference. Give me more points. Give me the difference. Give me a plus, instead of +25, give me a +40 or 50 or something, right? And then it will catch up eventually, as it keeps like moving me upwards or something. Like, I just think that that's the best way to do the system. And it's not even like an artificial, oh yeah, you won 3 games, here's +20 points. It's like, it challenges you. Okay, you're clearly not a GM diamond player. Here's a GM match to see how you do. Oh, you're doing just fine here? Okay, let's get you up there. A little testing game. And yeah, no, if you just added placements, it would be so much better. It would fix a smurfing problem. If there were smurfs, again, I'm pretty sure this is the first game I've seen that actually makes smurfing like bannable. Like, that's insane. I've never heard of a game banning smurfing. Maybe it's happened in other games and I just don't know about it. But I've never heard about smurfing being bannable. Throwing games is bannable, but we're not doing. You don't need to throw games in in the current system because you all started bronze anyways. Like, that's what they need to do. What's the issue with 50/50s? Yeah, it's just forced. Right, games ban people for smurfing? Do they? What's the bannable part of that? Oh, well, I just Googled it and said they don't, but I do in Dota. Oh, unless this is a new one here.
Valorant is trying to ban smurfing.
I'm not watching this. Sorry. There's Undertale music in the background, and they're gonna demonetize it if I watch it. You can't just do fucking Fallen Down and just expect me to react to your short online, dude. At least it wasn't like fucking Bust It or something, you know what I mean? Little Drake music. Especially considering a few other big games just make you grind the bottom rank to the top overseas with no problem, Siege, Apex, etc. I feel like they're gonna have to walk this back, or they're gonna have to like implement a better solution, because they're literally, the way they're currently doing it is actually bad for the game. And obviously I have a vested interest to say that because I do Solo to Celestial videos. But you're gonna ban all kinds of content, that nobody's gonna watch content every game. You need content creators to drive your game out forward. So we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I'll send it to my editor. Just finishing off the stream. 9 hours. Time to relax. We go again tomorrow. Hopefully we can lock in top 100 tomorrow and more than that. See you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe, notifications on. Join the Discord. Best place to be.